So good night everybody. We talked in a couple previous reviews about the Topolino, which is the Italian name for Mickey Mouse and also the title for a comic book we have here in Italy since I don't know when, but since decades. And with that comic book we sometimes get toys, which is a really cool idea, and those toys are based on the characters we see in the comic book. Now this is happening right now with the number 3128 of this magazine. We get for €2.50, €2.50, which is not much money, which is nice. It's pretty cheap. We get a comic book with a few stories inside, one of them featuring Paperinik or PK, which is the superhero alter ego for Donald Duck, and the first part of the toy, which will be the PK Transformer, a cycle that turns into a car and also into a robot, which is pretty cool. Now let's open this right now. We have the comic book first. I'm sorry, I am clumsy and I might hit the camera, I hope not. This is the comic book with PK on the cover. Open the comic. One of the stories is called Il Raggio Nero, which means the Black Ray, and is the story featuring PK's adventures. Here is Paperinik, drawn by Silvia Ziche, one of the best artists in this comic. Then let's see, here's the story. Okay, it starts like so. Nice colors. I didn't know that they had such coloring in the Topolino magazine right now. Pretty cool. And we have the first chapter of this adventure. Who's the artist here? Just Lorenzo Pastorovicchio. Okay. I was hoping to see something from Giorgio Cavazzano, which is the best artist we ever had on Topolino comics, but pretty cool. Look at this, it's a cool comic book, and I am sure that somewhere in this comic the PK Transformer, the super vehicle for Paperinik, is gonna show up. Anyway, we have more stories. Oh yeah, here's the teaser for the robot that's coming. More stories and pretty nice stuff. It's a nice magazine. You can read the comic book if you want, or get to the toy itself. Now this is the first portion of the toy. You have to collect 4 issues of the magazine to build the entire toy, but let's open this right now. The first part, okay, comes with a minifigure as usual that I'm trying to open. Okay, there we go. We have the figure here. Put it aside. Get his weapon, which is his mighty shield, like Captain America. I'll show it in a minute. And the first portion of the bike. Okay, throw that away. This is the first portion of the Transformer bike. Maybe I can focus a little bit better. There you go. Okay, 3 spinning wheels, and there's not much more to say aside from some pegs to build the entire toy when we have all the components. But the cool part is PK himself. Nice minifigure. He's got a couple peg holes on the side because you can take his weapon, which is a cybernetic shield he uses to punch his enemies, mostly Iranians, or even to fly. This thing here allows him to fly, and you can stand the figure if you want. It's small, it's about 2 inches tall, maybe a little bit more, but pretty cool. And as you can see, this is the toy version of the character you see in the comic, which is cool. $2.50 is the price. I love that. Good night.